Hi, my name is KT from MCS. So they have a video for you guys on the box mag. Let's check it out. So this is your box mag right here. I'm gonna show really quick on the program part of it first, get out of the way, and I'm gonna show other features afterwards. So your box mag, right, this is what you get when you first receive it. To program the unit, you turn it on, and you see the first hole, you see the first green solid light. That's when you push it down. One more time here. Solid light, put it down, and it's gonna go through the programming mode. These flashes tells you what speed it is setting at. The 3 flashing green will let you know that the speed is 3, and then the 3 orange will tell you that the sensitivity on the activation. So after the run through, it can turn itself off. So now we're gonna go through the programming aspect. So we're gonna start over again. Solid green, 3 green right here, and then 3 orange. And you can hit 1 again for the green. You push it down, it turns to red. So the number of press you put down now will determine the number of setting that's set. So right now just push 1 there. So I'm gonna turn it on again and hit the button here. It was too slow, so I'm gonna shut it down. One more time here. On, green. So 3, there should be 1 now. 3. Okay, here you go. And hit the 1 button. That will give you the 1 setting for the orange. Okay, so you'd have flash orange 1 time. That's it. So that's how you do settings. So I'm gonna verify my setting 1 more time. Turn it on, solid green, push it down, 3 green, and then 1 orange. So that's my setting right now. So that means speed is 3 and sensitivity activation is 1. So that's setting based on what kind of gun you have. Say you have a 4.68, you may want to put it at 2. You have MG100, you may want to put it at 3. So test your gun to see at what point your gun activated. Okay, so your box mag right here to change your tile. We make different tile for the type of markers. This is for the MG100 or the diadem, and this is for the Spyders, MRX, MR5, MR6. You have your Helix, your D-Mag, you have your round collar magazine, and the square head magazine. You have TMC and other magazine, and this is your TIPX and so on. So to change it out, there's a little pin right here. You just pop it out. Use the one you want to change. You go in right here, you pop the pin out, pull the pin out of the way, and then slide your towel off. Switch it to another different type of gun that you're going to be using. Slide over and then put your pin back in. Right, now we're going to show you how to service, take it apart, clean it, and so on. You guys know that there are a couple plates going on. This is original plate that comes with. Now it comes with it, it's cheap for you to get as a free option. The Gen 2 plate are coming out. If you want to upgrade it, this video is going to show you how to do that. So to take it apart, this plate, just to show you, this plate just goes straight right in here. It's flexible. You can cut it, you can bend it, you can do whatever you like to do. You can fold it up if you want to. It just goes to the top right here. You can push it down. So to take this unit apart, there's a little screw right here. I use the 3/16 screw. This is the same screw that you use on your pistol grip on your 4.68. There's a long screw right there, and then you pull the whole assembly out right here. Wiggle it out, and then the little screw at the bottom right here, that's to hold the manual wheel. All this information can be found in your user manual on your box magazine. Your wheel right there. All right, now you can pull this whole assembly out. That's it. That's the whole assembly. That's pretty much it as far. If you want to clean it further, you can watch out for your square nut. You can take it the whole unit apart right here. Going to show you how to do that as well. The first step, most of the time you have to clean at the top right here. See this little wheel assembly or anti-prevention assembly right here, anti-jamming assembly here. You pull the whole unit out. There's a little track right there. You just align that track into the corresponding track right there. Now we take that screw in the center out. You want to put the wheel back to the bottom, so that gives you some sort of leverage to take it out center screw. All right, that's pretty much it. You can take this assembly out. There's a spring below there, and there is a sub-assembly right below that. To remember, when you put it in, it goes like this right here. There is a little track right there. The bottom spring assembly gonna go in right here, and then this above, there's a little spring on the top right here. It goes above it. When you put your upper assembly on, see the little tab right there, that will push this upper spring to keep a tension on it. So when you put it in, just put it in just like that. You spin it, see that stop right there because of the tab. Pull it out just a little bit, let it go right above that section, and now your unit is fully tensioned right there. So you can put this whole assembly into your drive. If not, you can put one part at a time, but essentially that's how it goes in. All right, the bottom part of it right here, there are 5 little screws at the bottom. It uses smaller Phillips wrench, so you want to use a smaller driver down here. That's 2. You got 3 more to go. They're pretty long screws, so you gotta spend a little time on that. Once you get the screw off the plate, it is pretty tough to get the plate off if you don't have something to pull it out. So you can see that the plate is nice and tight down here. So what I do is I use this little hook on your paper clamp, and you go in here and you pull it out right there. Right there, you just pull it out. Right there, the whole assembly should come right out. I'll make sure that the gear doesn't come out so I can show you. All right, there we go. This is your gear assembly. This is your, what do you call it, a belt. You can take your belt out and your gear assembly. This whole unit can be pulled out at the same time. So on this, it has a ball bearing. You may want to drop a little bit of oil in there or grease to keep the ball bearing running. And then if you take the top part, which we're gonna do that here. This top part houses your battery, the motor, and the board right there. So 4 batteries, double A's. Keep in mind these 4 double A's battery can run about 10,000 shots. So you kind of keep that in mind to keep fresh batteries sitting around. On the top portion here, have your button. You can just slide up your button along with all the electronic part that's come with. Right there, there's this assembly right at the bottom right there. You can just pull it off, which I'm not going to do. Doesn't really need to do that. But if you need to pull it out, you can pull the whole assembly out. But right there, you can do your cleaning, loop, whatever you need to do. You're pretty much good to go right there. So I'm going to put the button and your board got to go down at the same time in the slide down the track right there. Okay, that's pretty much it right there. All right, guys, this right here, this is a programming wire. You don't need to do anything, just tuck it back in and just leave that alone. Next one, I would recommend putting your wheel back in here, main driver, stick that in, and then your gear, just go into this little hole right there, that's it, and then put your drive band back in. No magic on this, you just gotta pull on it and then replace it. I mean, just pull on it and then just drag it in over, that's it. Put in your new, at this point here, you can put in your new bottom plate. One way to go in, that's it. Just drop it in and then put your screw back together. Reverse the process, of course. This is just part, the R&R part. You can follow the video, or if you know what you're doing, just go with the flow, making sure you put all the component back and it should work the way that it should be. If you have any question, just give it a shout. We are online, visit our website, mcsus.com, and we can support you on that. All right, so I'm done with my bottom plate. Put my wheel back in first, will probably be easier. So there's 2 ways to do it. Number 1, you can put your sub-assembly in first, just like that. And then there's 2 ways to do it, right? You can put this in first, or you can put a whole assembly in, but this is probably the easy way to do it. You put this sub-assembly in, and then your spring. Remember, the bottom one go in first, and then the top one stays up. It just go directly into the little track at the bottom there, and then you put your wheel in. Like I said, you put it in all the way, and then pull it out just a little bit, and then move it over to the next tab, and then it should stop right there. If you get it in correctly, it should be spring loaded like this right there. See that? If you turn its own, it should be spring loaded. Okay. If you get it wrong, you just all I have to do is just gonna reassemble that and good to go. All right, let me put my screw on the top back in. The top screw that hold the wheel and the bottom screws, it's the same size. So this little one right here and the bottom one, the same screw. So you lose it, you can always get another one. All right, that goes in nice and tight. I always recommend that you put the wheel back in here at the bottom and make sure that you get that top screw in nice and tight, because it is running on a motor and you don't want that to come loose. So make sure it's nice and tight. Same thing, driver here, right there, nice and tight. Just don't hand tie it in and you end up having to come loose. All right, so I'm gonna put my anti-ball jam right here. Again, it just go on the track. It has only one way to go in. There's no other, it just goes in one direction, so you can't really go wrong with that. All right, that's how it looks. All right, so now from the top right here, just follow the battery, up, down, up, and then back, down right here in this one. And the new top cover has all the battery tabs on there. Just slide in right there, over, tap it in, and then put in your screw there. All right, now that's it. That's how it works. That's how it looks. Putting it in is much harder to put. Don't forget your square nut, otherwise you have to take it out again and put it back. Okay, it's gonna be much harder to take in the drive in and out because of the shape this has. Plus, this is also flexible, and it cannot always be square because it's made of nylon. It is sewn together, so you gotta know that it is not always perfectly fit or perfectly square. You gotta have to fight with it a little bit. So putting in pretty simple, going in. I can see that the latch on this side right here trying to push, because this part gonna go in the window and this part gonna try to get in, but it won't try to get in. So you kind of push it in right here. You can use a screwdriver, what's not, to help you push it in, but you can always force it in, and then it goes in like that. It's gonna try to flex it out, but you can push it back and down and it goes like that. That's it. Taking it out, reverse the process. It just, it's the same way, say you take the bottom out already, take the top out, on the side out. Now we're trying to take it out. So same process, kind of push it out. Use the bottom of your hand right here, push from the bottom and push it up right here. It will help you push it out a lot easier. See how I did that right there? And it's already on the way out right there. So that's how you take it out. So go back in again. Once you're in there, that's pretty much it. Now you're gonna just take your drive adapter here, push it in nice and tight, and then put your screw here on the side here together. Goes in, drive it over. It's kind of loose right there. Sometimes you gotta push it in to get the screw to reach to the other side. All right, and now put to the bottom, got my nut right here, and then put my screw in. Again, when you put the screw at the bottom, hold onto the wheel, because that's the dry part of it. Make it nice and tight, snug it in, and then that's it. You are good to go. Drop into your gun right here. Got my trustworthy 468. Slap it on, and you're pretty much all set. All right, guys, I have a demo video for you guys on the new Gen 2 Box Mag. So here it goes. So this is a new Gen 2 version. It's pretty much the same as the previous version. The newer one, it comes with this plate right here on the top, which you don't have to have the balls go around anymore. It's pretty much in the center of the unit right now. So we're gonna put paint in there. So you can see that the paint doesn't go on the side anymore. You can still use the plate if you want to, but this version right here, it has the little cover on the top. It's kind of prevent balls, and it functions pretty much exactly the same. You can get these plate too. They're like $10 if you want to upgrade it, but other than that, the two units are pretty much the same. All right, so I'm actually gonna keep this open for you so you can see how it works here. Put it to the ball here, turn it on. All right, so we're gonna shoot it at the box right there. Camera guy can go on my right hand side. You can see how it fits going down. I'm not going to shake it, so you can see how it goes down, at what point you think that the box going to stop. We always recommend that you shake the magazine every 10 or 20 rounds to keep the turbulence going, because you, like a popcorn effect, right? Everything goes down at the same time, it jams up. So in a sense right here, we're gonna do a fully open unit right here to give you guys a full view of this. All right, here goes. Rack it back here. Alright, my lock bolt kicked in. You can see that my lock bolt right here, when it's out of ammo on the 468, it's pretty much click. That tells you that ammo's empty or it jams up. That's a feature of the lock bolt for you guys on the 468. So you can see my rounds right here, it's pretty much almost completely empty. And so I have some rounds on the side here. If I move to move like a movement right there, I have some more ball left. And if I would shoot it, of course, here goes. Again, I'm gonna rack it back. And you can see right on the top right here on the box right here, gonna shoot every single round off here. All right, again, emptied out almost to zero. The box mag just stopped right there. All right guys, that's pretty much show you guys how the box mag work. I shot that box from top to bottom without much movement at all. You can see that it feeds really well. I know people saying you have to shake it. There's yes and no. If you're just standing there and just hose it down, of course, like I said, there's a popcorn effect going on. You don't have the rounds and the movement, everything jammed together. But you can see that that's only an isolated situation where you really get a full jam up. But if you just kind of play like you normally do, you shoot, you drop, you rotate, you run, you would definitely not gonna get as much jamming issue as you would get. All right, guys. All right, here we go. Here you go. Rack it back. So here you go. We made different version of the box mag tower, pretty much fits all the markers out there in the market. First, have the first one right here, the diadem. Right there, it goes right in there. That's pretty simple. Load and load right there. Next one, you have the TMC. So TMC version right there. And then you have your TGR, Max Tack, Scarab Arms. This is the round collar version. Goes right there. It is also compatible with all the different round version collar magazine out there, including the standard Milsig, K series, or any of the round color magazine out there that already exists out in the market. The next one you got right here, this is one of my favorite, the CMP 18 or your TIPX. Beautiful setup here, just drop it down like that. You can shoot, drop the magazine down, load, and now you get yourself a submachine gun, short, compact, light. You get go around with something like this. The next one I have for you is this T15. So T15 is a good gun and it's out there right now. You can get that plus box mag available for it. Drop it in, fits perfect, solid, no rocking, really nice, snug fit. Next one right here, a lot of players out there have this marker. This is the Spyder MRX, MR5, MR6, also compatible with your news box mag. This one, keep in mind the braided hose is right here, so when you put it in, you have to rock it back a little bit to overcome the braided hose. Sorry, backwards. So you can see right here, it goes in, lock it back, and the braided hose kind of kick in right here, push down a little bit. Once get it in, no problem at all. Of course, you still release your magazine the way you normally would release a button. That's it. Next one is the D-Mag Helix version. Work with all different markers out there that take D-Mag Helix. For example, the 468, pretty much rock and lock right there. And then you get all the classic version. We have the Bolt, Blizzard, different version that takes the Helix D-Mags all right here for you. And of course, this little guy there. the vortex, just drop right in. Tower is interchangeable. You can pop this pin out using another tower, pop it out, slide it out, and you can put it in. This is your TIPX version, and this is your TMC version. You just slide it right in, and then put the pin right through, and you all set. Turn it on right here, and you can see that it's on. And what you want to do, sometimes when you first start it, you want to prime up a little bit. So there's a little wheel at the bottom here. If you have to jam, you want to turn it clockwise, kind of clear it up. Or if you want to kind of turn it forward, load the round through the system, so that way the chamber's loaded. Not just kind of shake a couple times, let the vibration do its job. Pretty much from that, pretty much ready to go. So here you go. Am I at first? This is 3-round burst. This is full auto. Alright guys, any question, comment, concern about a Gen2 box mag, visit our website, mcsus.com, and it can support you. Thanks for watching.
Modern combat sports.